Hello, hello, Stephanie Zima here, Healthy You. We're better together, you guys. Okay, back to my normal regular schedule. I hope so. My child got approved for the swim team, so yay, that all worked out. We had for the last week or 2 weeks actually, we had to go every single day to the pool because that's what she wanted to do so that she could prep herself for the swim team, and that has been accomplished. So hang on one second, I feel like my phone is not quite. Yes, anyway, Missy, hey, thanks for hopping on. Can you hear me fine? If you guys can hear me, smash a heart button real quick or give me a thumbs up one way or another, because sometimes I seem to have trouble with my microphones, and that is always a little tricky. So but I need to use microphones because I tend to walk away into my pantry, and then I end up talking and nobody can hear me. So microphones are great for me for that part. So if you can hear me, smash a heart button. And before we start, okay, wanted to tell you real quick one of the things that are really, really important to know. So everything I cook here is basically diabetic friendly, okay? But I also, hi Margaret, good to see you. I also need to make sure that I put, can you hear me, Margaret? I wonder if you can hear me. It looks like okay. I think everybody can hear me. But anyway, so, okay, diabetic friendly is what I cook like. And now one of the things you need to know, when I cook, you need to know that all the carbs, you should not have more than 1/3 of a cup. You should not have, oh, good job. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Margaret, for letting me know. I appreciate you. So when I cook with carbs, you should try to stay away from the carbs as much as you can. Have at least 1/3 of a cup maybe of it. So sometimes, like today, we're going to make the sweet potatoes, and it's going to be a little tricky. I know that sweet potatoes can sometimes spike your blood pressure. It all depends, not blood pressure, blood sugar levels. It all depends on what you're eating and how you're reacting. If you find that for whatever reason sweet potatoes spikes you, you can always swap that out and make the same dish with something else. Make it with rice, or make it with, just turnip, for example, or have, rutabaga, for example, like these kind of things. This is a good swap to the sweet potatoes or something. But I do have little ones, and they need calories, and they need to be able to eat something other than just healthy, because they are also very, very skinny and they are very athletic. So they need to have some carbs in there. So that's definitely what I'm going to do. Okay, so before we start, smash the heart button, please, for me. Share this video out, and on we go. Okay, by the way, if you catch this on the replay, go ahead and say #replay. I'd love to connect with you later and kind of see why and what you liked about the video. I always like to learn how to improve my videos, what people's questions are, how can I address them, because there's a lot of people out there who are really confused about nutrition and choices, and why not share what we know, right? You guys, share what you know. Share. Thank you, Margaret. So appreciative. I love this. Thank you so much. We have to all stick together, you guys. It takes a tribe. It takes a village. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, it's hot sausage. They brought me the hot sausage. Yeah, that's okay. So I'm going to use this. And I'm probably not going to make all. I'm just going to make a little, because good example. So here's the thing. When you look at this, I used to be eating 2 or 3 of those, right? And I wouldn't think anything of it, because you think that is not heavy. But this is like 4 ounces, 3.8 of meat, okay? So if you want to be also a little bit conscious of your health and your waistline, you want to start paying attention to the portion sizes, you guys. because that is most of the problem. If you don't lose any weight, like if you are into a weight loss, drop in the comments real quick if you are looking to lose weight. I'm wondering, I'm just kind of wondering how many of you guys are looking and following this because of health reasons, or if you are following me because of weight loss. I'm curious. Okay, so I'm gonna make 3 of them because my kiddos, I have 2 basically who are vegetarian. Well, 1.5. The other, my little one, is trying to not eat meat, which is fine, but I also want to make sure that she eats all the other things that are, oops, here we go, that are needed, right? Okay, so I'm going to just make that. You can also use ground beef, okay? You don't have to use Italian sausage. It just happened with my Instacart board, so, and I didn't defrost anything because I thought that they brought me, the ground beef, but they didn't. Anyway, do what you can with what you have. That's always a motto that I go by really good. Okay, so we're gonna let that now. Before, I don't want them too crispy, guys, okay? And this is sometimes what happens. So especially when you make everything in the same bowl or pan, right? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, hi Polly, I'm gonna put some water in it, and while I make the potato, while I peel the potato, I'm gonna let that cook there for a minute. Okay, and so now I'm going to make and peel my sweet potatoes. I have 2 little ones. See, I love my Instacart, just sometimes the people don't know the size, you know, of what I want. And that's okay though, because my husband does not eat the sweet potatoes. It is basically me and the kids here today. I will pick out, see, for him today it's going to be tricky. His blood sugar spikes with sweet potatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make him this turnip on the side, or this rutabaga on the side, so that he has food, but then I'm gonna swap it on his plate, if that makes sense. Okay, so for my purposes here, I'm going to show you what I'm going to cook with the sweet potato. And I'm also going to show you what this rutabaga is going to look like. Actually, you know what, guys? Maybe I'll just make it all together. Now that I'm thinking about it, I always come up with ideas as I cook. That's why we need to cook together one of these days. Oh, I'm telling you, the weather is getting better. We can make a grill session. We can make a grill session with margaritas, Polly. How does that sound? I kind of like that idea. Okay, so actually, I don't think margaritas would be approved now that I said that in my eating plan. I think I can have some red wine. Okay, so, and you guys can see now the sausage, if you do it like this, the sausage kind of like boils, right? So it doesn't get too bad. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and put the sweet potato in, because you want it to steam at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to cover it back up as I make the other one here. And I keep them rather big because I want I want to be able to pick them out for my husband, like, so he can't, if he can't eat it. Woo! Woo! See? That was hot. Oh, you guys, I'm all right. We have some excitement in the Zima kitchen. Woo! Don't do that. Okay, don't do that. There. I'm gonna get rid of that. See, I have to cook according to the Julia Childs, right? I love her humor in the kitchen, right? When I'm looking at it, I'm watching this movie, and she kind of sometimes, like, it wasn't done on purpose. Oh, rutabaga. Okay, there. We're gonna peel it just like a potato. But Julia Childs reminds me of me sometimes. Not that I cook as good as she does. That's not what I'm saying, but it's just the way how she laughs when something happens. That's the kind of attitude, you know. You gotta laugh about yourself. Sometimes don't take life so seriously. Don't take cooking so seriously. If you don't know something, big deal, try it out. You know, the worst that can happen is it doesn't turn out really great. And then you maybe have a family that complains a little bit, but, well, they can sit and cook for you if they like. Okay, here we go. And that is it. So this basically peels just like the potato. I'll get rid of this real quick. By the way, we have a new 5-day challenge starting today. I'm gonna pop that email reminder. It's for free, guys. Nobody has to worry. It's all for free in my Healthy You group. So I'm going to pop that link in the comments below so you guys can all hop on in there and take advantage of it. It is fun. We're going to have some prizes. We're going to cheer each other on. I need more people participating, so if you are wanting to do some fitness, go ahead and do that. All right. Here we go. We're going to cut those just like the sweet potatoes. By the way, you guys, the spinach that I'm going to put in there in a minute is going to be important if you are not having a lot of meat. It contains a lot of iron, and it's like, you know, for my daughter who's not wanting to eat meat, I have to make sure that I don't just give her yucky food. You know, I'm totally obviously on board with her wanting to be vegetarian, but the deal that her and I made is that she also has to make sure that she eats everything that she needs, that her body needs, because otherwise this just won't work, right? So we've got this. All right, now I'm going to put some spices. We have my beloved. Put in the comments right now if you know what I'm going to use. I am curious. I want to see. Don't cheat. Don't look. Put in the comments right now. Let me see while I'm waiting. Put in the comments right now if you know what spices I'm going to use. I might be giving away cups of coffee for your comments. We'll see. Coffee. Or maybe I actually send you a sample of my pink drink if you want. How about that? I'm trying to hold on to my 40s. Only 9 more days. I think. Oh, it'll be 50, Polly. It'll be the big 5-0. Party, right? It's fine, okay? 50. Turmeric, garlic salt, pepper, and oregano. You are so good, Polly. Almost, not the oregano though. Maybe that's a good idea too. Yeah, I could use that, but I think I'm gonna do paprika though. I'm gonna do paprika. And pepper, yes, see pepper. See, I almost didn't get the pepper. Yes. So, salt and pepper, Margaret, you're good. You're good too. Yes, I know what I like, and usually those are the spices that I use. Now, turmeric, drop in the comments real quick, you guys. What is turmeric good for? Do you know? What is turmeric good for? Let's see. Let's see what you all know. Why is turmeric important? Inflammation. Polly, you're such a good student. I love it. Yes, you're right. Exactly. Inflammation it is. So reduction of inflammation is very, very important, right? And you can get that done through, as I'm pointing with my... yeah, you can get that done through nutrition, absolutely. You can cut out all that processed food. Try to shop on the outside of the aisles in the stores, right? The fresh fruits, the fresh vegetables. And I'm hoping with my cooking that I can kind of show you a little bit how to use some of these ingredients, because I come from Europe. I come from Germany, so we cook fresh there all the time. You have to shop there every day, because guess what? The refrigerators are so much smaller than here. You can't even make a week's worth of grocery income. I mean, you can't even buy all this stuff because it won't fit into your refrigerator. So people in Europe, people in Germany, they go shopping pretty much every day or every other day, right? So therefore, everything is more fresh. There's not that many preservatives in there. So I grew up learning how to cook with fresh ingredients. So I assumed that everyone knows how to do that. And then when I came to the States, my stepdaughter, that's the first time that I started to get involved in realizing that people are not necessarily knowing all the different, foods and stuff like that. So, oh, you have? Why? Margaret, why? I got to message you and find out. Yeah, so it's kind of like... So I'm going to get you back here while I'm talking. So, yes, while frozen vegetables are fine, okay, frozen vegetables are fine. Also, fresh is always better. Anything what's not processed will reduce inflammation for sure. So that was pepper. Then we're going to put some garlic salt. Then I'm going to use some paprika. And the beloved turmeric. Boop. Turmeric also has like a little bit of an earthy taste to it. So that's really good when it comes to like the sweet potato. Because if it doesn't, sweet potato does not become sweet anymore. Like if you make different spices on there. Okay, so this is pretty much almost done. Let me see what the poke test. Okay, so it needs to have a little bit more. So I'm going to just add some more water. And you guys can see that it starts to like cook out, right? So here we're cooking the tomatoes and stuff. The potatoes and the rutabaga in here on high. All right, and I'm gonna get my spinach. What else do I want? I want the spinach and I want the goat cheese. Okay, now why am I taking goat cheese? Okay, let's talk about this for a second. I am taking this goat cheese, and it's actually goat cheese, not feta cheese, because feta cheese comes from the cow, and people are reacting. So dairy is also inflammatory. Okay, now if you have food sensitivities, and sometimes, I want to dare to say, most people have food sensitivities, they just don't know about it. Not everyone with food sensitivities has issues such as diarrhea or cramps, like that kind of stuff. But pretty much everyone, I want to say, is going to have experienced some bloating. Some of you may experience some headaches. Okay, see you later, Margaret. Good to see you. Thanks for hopping on. I appreciate you. See you tomorrow, right? I'll be on tomorrow. A little bit early, actually, tomorrow. So, anyway, so yes, food sensitivities is coming from dairy, or can come from dairy, or is being, I don't want to say it comes from it, you guys. It's like, who knows where this stuff comes from, right? Really. I mean, there's people who are going to stand themselves and say, well, this is the reason why, and this is the reason why. There's a million gazillion reasons why stuff happens, and sometimes it develops later. But what I can tell you is, like, some foods spark the inflammation higher than others, and dairy is just one of it. One of the foods that increase inflammation in the most people. Okay, they are somewhat reacting to it. So you want to stay away from that. Okay, so let's see. Here we go. We're gonna put, and I don't like this much water. I think I put a little bit too much in it. So I'm gonna let it come out just a second, just a smidge. Okay, and for now I'm gonna just put my spinach in. Spinach is good for iron, if I have not said that yet. And we'll just mix this in. Yes, this was a good idea. So now this way he can just take out the sweet potatoes that he does not want to have. And then that was that. Let's see if this is super, super hot. I'm gonna try it real quick. No, not so bad. Couple more minutes, guys. Woo, maybe it's just bad. Okay, here's another trick, guys. If your kids don't drink a lot, make sure you cook spicy. That'll take care of it. I'm sorry. It's like my little mom humor, right? Okay, anyway, so yes, food sensitivities, super important. 5-day challenge in the Healthy You. It's a fitness challenge, okay? So because what I'm all about, what the Healthy You is all about, is not one person fits all, right? It's like, I know that some people think, oh, I can't do anything fitness. In my group, everyone is in there. There are some people who are super fit. There are some people who are not. There are some people who can barely walk. There are some people who, do chair yoga and Pilates, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's all about just do what you can and where you are. So the 5-day challenge is, that's a free one. That one is designed for you to do something that you can do 5 days a week. Now, why is that important, you guys? Why is it important to build the consistency? Because consistency and accountability is what really is helping you push through some of those blocks. If you know that somebody is waiting for you to post your picture there every single day, right? Then you can show up, and it doesn't cost you anything, and you can show up and you can make that happen for yourself. Now, if you want to take it a step further and join us in our accountability group in the mornings, that is definitely there. You can find that there too. There are links to everything. You can send me a message. You can ask questions, whatever. That's all good, but you don't have to. Okay, so I'm going to pop that link for the Healthy You in here, and then get on there. And yes, you're going to subscribe to my email list. And the reason for that is simple. Okay, see, look at this. I don't even need to get rid of the water, because so you can see it's just becoming this little bit of a sauce. Yes, so you're going to be on my email list, because sometimes people don't see what's on Facebook, right? And so there. Now we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of goat cheese on top. And voila. Voila. That's it. Beautiful, delicious yumminess Here we go. All right, friends, enjoy this beautiful weather outside. I shall see you all tomorrow. Bye.